Sometimes love doesn't end with yelling. It ends with silence. Not the dramatic kind, just the quiet kind that shows up one day and never really leaves. They didn't argue in the waiting room. They didn't hold hands either. They just sat there, side by side, staring straight ahead like two people waiting for a bus that might never come.
You've been married 11 years. That's impressive. Feels longer.
It's not bad longer, just quiet longer.
The clock ticked loudly on the wall. Too loudly. He sneezed. She handed him a tissue, without looking at him. It was automatic, like muscle memory. That's how long they'd been together. When the therapist called them in, they stood up at the same time and somehow still managed to walk in separately. The couch was long, too long. He sat on one end, she sat on the other. There was a space between them that said more than words ever could. They weren't there because something was broken. They were there because nothing was.
What made you book the appointment?
We don't argue anymore.
Yeah, that's what we thought. But we also don't talk. Not really.
She sat at the kitchen table, heart racing, hands shaking with excitement. He was there, right in front of her, but his eyes were on his phone. He said, "That's great, honey." And that was the moment she stopped sharing good news.
When did you start feeling distant? The night she got promoted.
I did it! I did it! I just got promoted!
And somehow that was worse. They didn't fight anymore, didn't slam doors, didn't raise their voices. They shared a house, a calendar, a streaming account. But somewhere along the way, they stopped sharing themselves. He thought being there was enough, showing up, paying bills, sitting on the same couch every night. He didn't realize that being present was a different thing entirely. She remembered the night she got promoted. She sat at the kitchen table, heart racing, hands shaking with excitement. He was there, right in front of her, but his eyes were on his phone. He said, "That's great, honey." And that was the moment she stopped sharing good news.
I said congratulations. I just didn't look up.
That's when I stopped sharing good news.
Them to explain the past, just ask them to move closer, 1 inch. That was it.
Let's try something simple. Move closer. 1 inch. Wow. We broke the couch.
First thing we've broken together in years.
They both laughed. A small laugh, an honest one, the kind they hadn't heard from each other in years. And just like that, something shifted. She said she missed the dumb questions, the kind he used to ask for no reason.
Tell each other one thing you miss.
I miss you asking me dumb questions.
Like what?
Like why the moon follows the car.
Why the moon followed the car, why toast always landed butter side down. He said he missed being the first person she called.
I miss being your first call.
Not the last. Their hands rested near each other. Almost touching. For a second, neither of them moved. Then they did. They didn't walk out of therapy fixed. They didn't have answers, but they walked out together, close enough to feel each other's steps, close enough to remember. Because love doesn't disappear, it doesn't vanish overnight. Sometimes it just gets quiet for someone to move 1 inch closer. Relationships don't fall apart all at once. They drift, quietly, one moment at a time. If this story felt familiar, take it as a reminder. Sometimes healing starts with listening and one small step closer. If this touched you, let us know in the comments. Your story might help someone else feel less alone. Like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Single and Couple Therapy. Because if you don't, there is a chance you won't see the next story we share, and the next one might be the one you needed most.